Compress and attack. Your goal is to find the flag. We have a Python file and a port. All right, so we're going to start off by looking at this Python file. What it does is it asks you for your text to be encrypted, and then it compresses your flag and your user input and then encrypts it. The encryption is salsa 20 with a 32-byte random key. I'm not going to crack that anytime soon. So it does print out the length of the encrypted text. And that's what's going to be interesting in the attack. Is what we know is because we compress it, if we compress something that has the flag and then the flag again, that's going to take less space than the flag plus other random gibberish. So there's, information theory, we could talk about entropy and whatnot, but the simple thing is compressing a bunch of the same thing is less data than compressing random data. So if we say netcat mercury picoCTF.net port 29858, I want to encrypt like this is a bunch of random typing, whereas if I encrypt picoCTF, so I know my flag's probably going to begin with picoCTF, so that's 48. So this wasn't really quite a fair comparison, but maybe if we just do something the same length, you'll see that the string of the same length as picoCTF is a lot longer than picoCTF, which is the beginning of my flag, having that appear again. So we can exploit this and come up with a little program. Here's where I've already run it because it takes a long time to run, so I'm not going to make you go through that. So I connect my solution so far as picoCTF. Until I get to the curly brace, I'm going to loop through my valid characters, which are letters, digits, underscore, and close curly brace. They told me that in the problem. And I read until the word encrypted. I send picoCTF and then my guess for the next character. I receive a couple lines. I read the length. And if my length is the best in this loop, I'm going to add that to the solution so far, and I'll loop through all the characters. So it tries picoCTF, open curly brace with A through Z, 0 through 9, underscore, close curly brace, figure out whichever one compresses the best, which should be whatever has the first letter of the flag after the picoCTF open curly brace, and it adds that to the solution, and it keeps going. And as you can see, it'll grab one character of the flag at a time because picoCTF sheriff is going to take less than picoCTF sheriff X or whatever. And so here's our flag, picoCTF sheriff, you solved the crime.